the left, but really nothing to the right, so bombs away. Birds. Okay. I feel like I'm losing a little bit of steam. Really got to focus right now on making sure that my arm speed catches up with my body speed, even though my body feels a little lethargic and slow right now. But you know, it's relatively smooth, so I think as long as I keep my arms in front of me, everything's going to be really good. My only miss right now is to the right, which is a really, really good sign, because if I was hitting it left, then that could mean a multitude of things. But when I hit it right, I usually know exactly what that miss is. Just get the arms a little bit faster from the transition and I'll be good to go. Sweet pad right there. I got 116 here. I'm going to have to hit a low slice. It's a really tough shot because slices tend to pop up. I'm going to try to keep this as low as I can. Got an 8 iron here. You know what? This is the wrong club. I'm going to hit 7 iron. Thanks. That's not bad. It's on the back of the green.
Nice shot.
Thank you. Just a couple feet from it being incredibly good. About a foot on top of this giant ridge. Yeah, that's so I'm going to be going straight down grain. You can kind of see how it starts there. I'll be out of here with a 2-putt.
Wow, nice play.
Thanks. Oh, thank you. Speaking of getting sloppy, hit my first really, really bad drive of the day. Kind of sprayed it out to the right. See, this hole's kind of narrow. I didn't get it because I thought I pressed the record button, but I guess I didn't press it, so unfortunately we missed that drive. Thank you. Caddies are wonderful out here at Laguna Golf Phuket. Stay hydrated when it's humid. So I hit my drive to the right of the cart path here, and I am blocked out. I hit this one really bad, so I think I ought to hit a 3-wood and just kind of play for the fact that I'm going to have a 240-yard shot in. Because if I hit a good driver and I go anywhere down this right side, I'll probably be another 25 yards up from here, and then I'll be completely dead. At least from here I can hit it over these trees with a short iron and have a chance at a birdie still. I got 226 to the pin, so I'm just going to hit a 9 iron. Should hit this about 150, so I'll have a nice shorter shot in. Pains me to lay up from 226. I don't want to, but I have to. Whew. Sorry, that took all I could to even get over that tree. Back in position though. 90 yards here. It's gonna hit a full lob wedge. Wind's coming left to right. No, I'm struggling with the wedge shots here. It's really sticking it in the ground. Gosh, it's 2 today. Gotta really figure that out. Yeah, it looks to be like if you use too much leading edge, you know, my hands are really far in front of the ball. If you use too much leading edge out here, I mean, that thing really grabs. So I've had two wedge shots actually total today, if you can believe that. And both of them I caught chubby like that. I mean, it's not like a super bad chub because it still gets there, but as soon as that leading edge hits the ground out here, it really grabs. Similar to kikuyu grass back at home. This might even be kikuyu grass, but I'm not sure. So that's an unfortunate situation, but just 2-putt, get out of there, go on to the next hole. It was just so fun. Yep. Nice. Thanks.
Nice shot.
Thank you. So here's the thing. I shouldn't have put myself in that position to even have like a 5-footer or 4-footer for par. You know, it started off with a poor drive, hit a great layup, then I hit a poor wedge. The lag was kind of okay because it was into the grain and then down grain, so it was a tricky putt. It was one of those ones that can get away from you if you gas it. But distraction or not, loud noise or not, whether it affected me or not, doesn't matter. I shouldn't even have ever been in that position. And when those kind of things do happen, acceptance is everything. You know, take a couple deep breaths, forget about it, keep your head held high, walk to the next tee shot like you know, hit your next swing like you mean it. Leave the past behind where it belongs. So if you guys ever in a situation like that, forget about it. But I definitely got to be a little more sharper with my wedges going forward, because that was a birdie opportunity for sure, and I let one get away. So on to the next one, hit a good drive back in the fairway, and we'll see what I got in. That reminds me, now that I have time to walk and I'm away from everybody, if you guys missed the first video, I want to give another shout out to the sponsors and the people who helped me get here. First and foremost, Doug Timmons. Thank you so much for the clothes, 18greens.com. Be sure to click on the link below, check out his new gear for 2019. It's really sweet. I'm excited to be a part of the team again and looking forward to you know, spending the next season wearing nice new stuff and feeling confident. And then I want to thank Dan Sivich for paying for my entry fee. You know, this is something that I was not expecting just a couple weeks ago, and now look at me, I'm in Thailand. It's the craziest thing ever. So thank you very much, Dan. To John for giving me a place to play and stay so I don't have to quit golf. I'm really lucky and fortunate that I'm able to still continue to play, and I definitely look to take advantage of all of that opportunity that he gave me. So John, thank you so much. And then to you, the viewer, and you, the donator, without you guys, wouldn't be able to get here. It means the world to me that there's enough of you out there to be willing to dig into your pockets and fund my career. It means it's awesome. I'm here because of you guys. And if for any of you guys who haven't donated yet, I will have it open until March 22nd, which is when the first event of the season starts. And yeah, any amount helps me out greatly. You know, being out here, money is definitely going to be running thin, so I just got a penny pinch. So any help I can get would help me out a lot. And if you do help me out, you will get automatically entered into the TaylorMade Golf giveaway. So be sure to click on the link below for the GoFundMe, and thanks again to everyone who's donated. Thank you all for the continued support. Let's go. We got 158. Again, no rollout out here. Hopefully that changes a little bit towards the tournament. If I could use an extra 20 yards here. Wind's coming in and off the right, so I'm going to hold this thing up with an 8-iron. Thank you. Yeah, I held it up nicely. Maybe about 10 feet long, 15 feet long maybe, but that was quality golf shot. Oh, thought the grain was going to push it. Pretty good shots. What an intimidating golf hole. That green is a sliver. Reminds me of a Pete Dye hole. Dropped straight right in the water after that. 189 yards. There's another tee box even back there, so I'm glad we're playing from here. It's going to take commitment on this one. So 210 yards to this back pin. I'm going to hit a 6-iron in hopes that it lands like 195. I'm not going to take this pin on. Oh, I hit that perfect. Good. That was sweet. That's like 5 feet. Well, that 6-iron carried maybe some 10 yards farther than I thought it was going to carry. You can kind of see this really long green. It's like a low middle area and then back up the hill. I probably landed right on the top part of the hill. And that was as good as I've hit an iron shot in a really, really long time. I mean, that was amazing. So let's try to grind over this putt and steal one here, because I definitely would be playing for par in the tournament.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Thank you. Let's go. That was a sweet 2. 17, 432 yards. It's decently open, I think. We'll find out. Hit it well, but I might need some luck. Going to the right. I hit it well, but it must have hit one of these trees and dropped down to the right. But I do have a gap straight ahead. Just going to need to stay straight for a really long time. I got 121 yards. I'm going to hit a 7-iron. I'm going to hit a similar shot to what I did a few holes ago. Right side is, I think it's far enough back to where I can have a shot in, but yowza, do not go right in this hole. Go all the way over here. Thank you. That was a pretty dirty shot, actually. I had to hit that really high to get over those trees. I kind of rushed through it, and it worked out because there's some people in the tee box just to the right of me. So I had to make sure I hit that fast. But I'm pretty sure I'm nice and close. Maybe sneak away with a par here. But really, after hitting it over there, you kind of like just make a bogey. Look at that.
Nice shot.
Thank you. Yeah, that sure changes the dynamic of your mindset really fast with one good shot. Cool. That's a good par. All right, last hole of the day. I am very tired, so little jet lag, very hot. So, but I would love to finish off with a birdie. 457 yards. This back nine is like 500 yards longer than the front, but I do think it's easier than the front nine. Because the par fives are more gettable and there's a couple easier holes. Ooh, this one's into the wind though, it's could play along. That was a good last drive to finish on right there. Just hit a bullet draw into that wind. For as good as I hit that, I ended up dropping down this hill here, and that ball is going to be way above my feet and on a downslope, so it's kind of an unlucky break. But it's good to know that I've got a little more space to the right, even though it adds yardage to this hole. But it really drops down right here, and I think if it's not normally dead in the wind, anything in the middle of that, that's not too penalizing. So, but I'm going to have to really work. Try to get this one close with that lie. All right, I got 168 yards on this downslope into the wind. I'm gonna hit a 7-9 here and just choke up. It's gonna come out really low, so I don't think the wind's gonna touch it too much. But since I'm choking up, it'll take a little yardage off. Good. Oh, that was pretty sweet right there. Looks like it hung onto the back of the green maybe a little bit long, but I'm very happy with that shot. So unfortunately I did go long. It probably barely went long and then rolled down this steep embankment here. The bright side, well, it's not really much of a bright side because I'm chipping downwind, and that's a cardinal no-no. So it's going to take some touch off of this tight lie to get this one close. I'm going to grind this one out. Alright you guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. I made it back to my hotel. Today I played my official practice round. As you can see, I'm a little dark in the face. It is freaking hot out here. Made sure to stay hydrated, get those electrolytes. I wanted to show you guys a little bit of what I was doing. I got my official yardage book here. So admittedly, I'm not the best at practice rounds, but when I do have these really nice yardage books, or one where I can see the greens, it's in a grid here. Each grid is 5 yards. I feel like I can be much more prepared going into the tournament, and it's much easier to prepare for it. As you can see, there's a bunch of little numbers around the green here. Got 1 through 5. 5 is the most difficult up and down. 4 would be the second hardest, and so on and so forth, 1 being the easiest. As you can see, it varies throughout this green because it depends on where the pin is, and so if the pin is back left, I know I cannot miss long left because that's going to be an extremely difficult up and down. So I will hit a club that literally cannot go long left. It's actually impossible. So that's one way to really narrow your misses down and be able to be really confident in your club selection. So I do that, and I have this around every single green. And then just little notes from the up to tee, fade towards the bunker, left is fine, right is trouble. Don't mind my handwriting, it's really hot and I was walking while I was writing all this stuff. But yeah, if you guys ever playing a tournament and you get a yardage book, whether it's detailed or not, walk the course, write down these little numbers, give it a try so you know exactly what clubs you need to take. Make sure you're not being foolish with your club selection and your misses. So my tee time tomorrow is 8:25 in the morning. I'm teeing off on hole 11, which they shortened up to a par 4, so it was a par 5, so it's going to be a par 70. I got 8:25 tomorrow, 12:25 my next day. I'm really excited to go for it. I got my short game pretty dialed, which is really exciting, and I feel like if I make a few putts, I'm going to be in some good shape. So be sure to keep an eye out on PGA Tour China Series.com and check out the scores, and let's make this happen together. Always remember, everybody, keep on grinding.